To experience the shaman journey of Kukulkan, you need to make the spiritual pilgrimage to the constellation of Aries. Imagine yourself with a glow on your third eye, a tingling. Let us shut our eyes so that we may see better. Let us make pilgrimage to the Temple of the Zodiac. Now visualize yourself slowly rising into the sky, into the realm of the stars. Here you will find knowledge of your own divinity, lost in this world of delusion. The priest speaks. We visualize the stars sending forth rays of differing colors, each with its own note of music. Feel your own music, your own color. This will relate you to the deities. We are rising into the beauties of space, glittering with a myriad stars. Before us is what looks like a shining white island, sending forth glittering colours, red, yellow, blue, green, gold, every colour, but the predominating colour is like that of pearl. We long to reach it, and as we do, we begin to feel radiations enlivening our very being. We approach this shining place, and we see what looks like a gentle hill made of blue-green light, flickering like grasses. We begin to ascend this holy hill, and we realize we are approaching a glittering temple of light. We feel full of joy. Look up into the sky. There is your own sun sign. Find it. Yes, you can see it. And remember all the qualities that belong to you. This is not earthly science. This is spiritual understanding given to us by the deities when we were simple people and thought we saw ships and dragons and lions and virgins among the stars, and they used our dreamings to give us an insight into our own being. Look well as you slowly mount the hill towards the temple of the Zodiac, crowned by a gleaming dome. You have dreamt of this place. Now you approach it, and we approach the sacred temple, gleaming like a pearl. The priestess takes up the tale. We enter the temple. It is 12-sided, and there is a stained glass window depicting each constellation. In the center is the perpetual flame of Vesta, life everlasting. And around the altar of the flame are the 4 cherubim. In the east is the form of the bull. Then there is the lamb. Then there is the eagle. And we move then to the place of Aquarius, the angel. At this our time of Aquarius, for we are approaching that, and our right now is at this time of hope of a new and beautiful aeon to come to us all, where the barrier of the 5-barred prison may break and we may attain eternal reality even in our physical bodies. How beautiful. The priestess says, we are now to go and contemplate the window of the constellation of Aries. For Aries in a new form, Mars in a new form in the Aquarian age, will shine forth, bringing vitality and strength and joy to us all. Come with our company towards the beautiful stained glass window of Aries. The third priest speaks. The window shows us a god and goddess with bodies of copper-coloured light. The gold of vitality and joy tinged in copper with the warmth of love. The god holds aloft a sword of fire, and the goddess holds a flaming torch. In all their strength and beauty, with loving hearts, they lead a winding procession. The oddest people, very old people, disabled, mad, wicked, abused children, and animals, even who've been victims of vivisection or cruelty, and birds, and their lovely feathers contaminated with oil. But they are shown, cleansed and helped, and being led towards the stars. The third priestess speaks. Oh, a sudden powerful wind throws open the window, and we are faced by the triangle of the stars of Aries. You've often seen it in the sky, haven't you? Just 3 humble little stars, the crooked horn. Friends of the priestess, gaze upon 2 of the stars, Charatan, which is pearly white, and Mesatin, which is white and greyish. Between these 2 is the realm of the depths of space, Maya Ok. The third priestess explains, this spiritual sphere is ruled by Ixhunye, the moon goddess, and Chak, the rain god. Here is the lowest point in our spiritual journey, where we may transform even terrible and cruel past experience into the gold of understanding. Our discarded masks of many lives lie here, awaiting retrieval. Do you realize what these masks are? They are our personalities. Persona. You are wearing a mask, dear friend, if you are in an earthly body. Your personality is your masks. But we may retrieve them and make them beautiful if we accept them. She addresses the apprentice. Are you prepared to descend the 9 steps down to Maya Ok, place of birth? Apprentice, I fear to face what I may find in myself and others, but I'm willing. I cannot fly without a nest to fly from. Priest Hierophant, you are wise. Hear words from the past of ancient America. All moons, all years, all days, all winds reach their completion and pass away. So does all blood reach its place of quiet, as it reaches its power and its throne. Measured was the time in which they could know the sun's benevolence. Measured was the time in which the grid of the stars would look down upon them, and through it, keeping watch over their safety, the gods trapped within them would contemplate them. Priestess Hierophant, even the gods were once trapped before attaining eternity. Coral is my tongue, and emerald my beak. I open my wings and weep before my fathers. How shall we now reach the star? Think of the star, the weeping goddess, and God within you, longing to escape. Think of it even in the people you despise and hate most. There is deity trapped. Help them. Third priest apprentice, pass through the window and descend to Maya Orc. We shall follow. Friend, I want you to pass through this window and descend into that which you most hate and fear within yourself and others. Whatever is evil, face it and find how to transmute it into good, for only the good is real, the rest is distortion, delusion. Only in forgiving the horrors done by others can you forgive yourself. For you too at some life or other has done the same sort of thing. Buried memories poison. Old hate suppressed comes out in illness. Face this place and you cure yourself of any disease and may help to cure others. Suddenly, a wonderful feeling of release comes to you. It's as if an outpouring of love and emotion sweeps away and changes all evil, all experience. For you know that all who incarnate on earth, whether the vivisector or the victim, have chosen to be here, to be transmuted. You accept the earth with all its horrors and joy. The third priest speaks. Let us return from Maya Orc, place of the beginnings. Now you don't want to leave. You're longing to stay here, to continue understanding. You see in the child abuser the abused child. You see in the torturer the one who in another life was tortured. As you begin to understand, though, you find you are coming away. You realize the mind is drawing you back. Your mind, the more you think about it and understand, the less you are in the depths. You retreat back with us until we are all facing once more the constellation of Aries. The third priest addresses the apprentice. What did you experience? The apprentice thinks. Has a curiously ecstatic look. Before he was rather a hung-up young man, intellectual, interested in reading a lot, he says, I learned that only by surrendering to the mother may I myself become a creator. I am born and therefore shall bring others to birth. I shall create planets. Third priestess, a courageous answer. Take this reed. Let your spirit play through it. He does not give the earthly reed. We are sitting in trance. He gives him a reed. Now I want you to think, what did you experience? You can't remember? That is good. What you forget is into yourself. Now the second priest speaks. Let us now gaze upon the brightest star of Aries, Arietis, golden eye of the ram, proclaimer of the dawn, the messenger of light. Within its penumbra is the heaven of Maya Pan. Very different star. This is more like the Aries we know. Look upon this bright star, Arietis. Second priest. This heaven is ruled by the fire bird, Kinihaha and the goddess Mayahuel, maiden of joy, both son and daughter of Quataku, the universal mother of time and space. At its center grows the green tree of life. It is surrounded by 4 trees, yellow, red, white and black. Here are flowers and blossom maidens, eagle warriors and benevolent mannequins playing reed flutes, the very mannequins that the war god withdrew from Kukulkan to help him in his work. Priest Hierophant, hear the chant of a magician. I tie a rope to the sacred tree. I plait it with 8 strands so that I, a magician, may descend to the magical house. Intone your song in the hall of the flames. Chant praise in the house of the sun. Priestess Hierophant, learn of the beauty of Mayapan, as told in ancient South America. My heart blossoms. I was born in paradise. I come from the place of flowers. Be happy under the flower bush, many-coloured like the quetzal bird singing to the gods. Listen to its flute by the river in the house of reeds. Imagine this place of flowers, many-coloured, of birds and flute. Second priest apprentice, ascend to the paradise of Mayapan by the 13 steps of the moon. We shall follow. Now I want you to follow into this heavenly place of the light, purity and colour. Any mystical experience you've ever had will now return to you many-fold. Divinity is within you and outside of you. It is all around you. Ecstatic joy fills you. You understand. You enjoy the rhythm of the universe, the movement of the planets encircling the star, the wonder of the mimic world of the atom. The greater is shown forth in the lesser. All sing the song of paradise. Here, all noble deeds, all mighty plans, all creation stems, for here the gods create suns and planets. They may be making Jupiter into a sun even now. Here, all that is noble in your own life comes. Now is your chance. Here is the magical tree. Approach it. Place your hands upon it and ask to be shown your part in the divine plan on earth. Whatever your gifts, to implement your plan on earth, you need wisdom. You don't want to force truths, ideas, your religion upon other people. You ask for the gift of understanding others so that you may share their wisdom along with your own. The stars are myriad. You have your own unique contribution, but listen to other people's. Here also is spiritual love, purified, radiant, not the wonderful passion for one person, but an all-pervading love for all. Not diminishing your love for the one, but rather amplifying it a millionfold. Your heart is within all beings. Here the colours of the rainbow are pure, stemming from white light, born from the matrix of the darkness where you descended. All is one, light and darkness, colour, movement. You feel a silvery tingling now coming down upon your head, pouring through you like a silvery fountain of truth. Your heart feels like an opening flower in resonance with all heart. Upon your brow is a jewel of truth ever shining. Your whole body glows, for you have accepted the beast within. Hence, you will be empowered to return to earth. A true initiate is one who descends into the depths, not avoiding it. An initiate on the path of love. There are many ways. The fact we are incarnate means we are to be initiates of the earth, wherever we come from. But just as we are beginning to enter into this ecstatic love, we are called back. Let us return, says the priestess. We slowly come back and stand before the constellation outside the window. She addresses the apprentice. What did you find, apprentice? Looks now completely different, radiant. I found the joy of facing truth, and so may gain the power of creation. Anything false cannot stand. Pictures fade, writing and music are meaningless, and buildings crumble. But that which is created through the light of truth endures forever. Second priestess. The plumed serpent stirs within you. Yet this is a shadow of what may come. Accept this green feather. Priestess Hierophant to us all. Friends, let us gaze upon the stars and contemplate their beautiful goddess Maya. The light of truth shines from her eyes, and from her heart proceed the divine twins, God and Goddess, who were and are and shall be within you all. Visualize the goddess Maya of the constellations and her two divine twins, Mahuel, maiden of joy, and the firebird, her spouse Kinikaha, goddess and god, perfection, that which we shall attain through effort, through time and space. Time and space are for our weaving, gives us the joy of creating our own robes of immortality and grow our own wings, and in so doing help others to do the same. Feel this plumed serpent arising within you, up your spine, up through your sex center, your plexus, now your heart, your wing center, especially your wing center, secret center, your throat, your brow, your crown of glory plumed. You are surrounded by the feathered wings of Coatlicue. Alas, we must come back. We must share this beauty with others. Let us, as the priests, turn away from the stars and re-enter the temple of the Zodiac. I can share something with you. You can have a key to this realm. Feel in your right hand a key. It may be an emblem, a flower, a feather, a stone. It means your entry to paradise when you contemplate it. Now, re-enter the temple of the Zodiac. How beautiful it is. We draw strength from the sacred flame. Now we cross out of the temple to the south gate, bathing our feet in the temple stream that encircles it. And we begin to descend the hill, blessed by the two sphinxes. Descend now from this blue-green magical hill. Descend through the stars, the darkness. Back to the cypress grove and a fire that is glowing in the evening light. But somehow we're not back at all. This group are back. They are handing the actual reed and feather to the successful candidate. We hear them, but in a distance, giving thanks to the deities. But now it is time for us to return to everyday life. Come back, bringing that which you have with you. You return to your own time and place. Come back. You are back in your own body, feeling enlivened, strengthened by the stars of Aries and the hope of Aquarius. In the name of the goddess Maya, may you receive strength, joy, and love, that you may accomplish your purpose in this life on earth.